Hello students, this is Lata Narwani from Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. Children, last time we had discussed difference in the properties of compound and a mixture. Today we will be discussing some more topics. So our first topic is solution. Now what is a solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of two non-reactive substances. For example, sugar in water or salt in water, etc. The solution gives same taste throughout, that is, the particles are evenly distributed in the solution. Means it will give same taste, all the physical properties will remain same color, same density, everything. So if we take the first sip of the sugar solution, it will give the same taste as the last sip gives. Now solute. What is a solute? In a solution, component which is present in lesser amount is called the solute. Second component is solvent. The component which is present in larger amount is called the solvent. In the above example, that is sugar in water solution, sugar is the solute and water is the solvent. Our next topic is aqueous and non-aqueous solution. Aqua solutions. Aqua means water. So when water is used as a solvent, means when anything is dissolved in water, the solution is said to be an aqueous solution. So there are many aqueous solutions like sugar water solution, salt water solution, copper sulfate solution, KMNO4 solution, HCl, because water can dissolve many of the solutes. So water is called universal solvent. Now next is non-aqueous solution. What is non-aqueous solution? When the solvent other than water is used, then the solution is called non-aqueous solution. Various examples are: first is sulfur dissolved in carbon disulfide, because sulfur doesn't dissolve in water, so it is dissolved in carbon disulfide. Second, toluene dissolved in benzene. Third is iodine dissolved in alcohol. So all these examples are non-aqueous solution. Iodine dissolved in alcohol is given the name tincture of iodine. Next topic is saturated solution. A saturated solution is a solution in which maximum amount of solute is dissolved at a particular temperature. It cannot dissolve any more of the solute, means at a particular temperature the amount which can be dissolved, amount of solute which can be dissolved, maximum amount, so then it is called a saturated solution. It cannot dissolve more of the solute. And unsaturated solution is a solution in which more of the solute can be dissolved, that is called unsaturated solution. A saturated solution becomes unsaturated on heating. Why? Because on heating it can dissolve more of the solute, because solubility of a solute of a substance increases on heating. Similarly, on cooling, the solubility decreases, that is, some solute crystallizes out. So solubility of a substance is directly proportional to the temperature. More is the temperature, the substance is more soluble. Less is the temperature, the substance is less soluble. Now what is supersaturated solution? A solution which contains more amount of solute than a saturated solution, that is called a supersaturated solution. Means if a saturated solution of sugar in water is already prepared, means it cannot dissolve more of the sugar now, but when still excess amount of sugar is added to that solution, that will settle down at the bottom. So now the solution is called a supersaturated solution. Our next topic is concentration of solution. What do you mean by concentration? It means that the relative amount of solute and solvent present in a solution is called the concentration of a solution. Means the solute is present in more amount or the solvent is present in more amount in a solution, that defines the concentration of a solution. The concentration of a solution can be expressed in many ways. So some ways are given here. First is mass by mass percent. So mass by mass percent is given by this formula. Mass percent is equal to mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. So this is the formula which can be used to calculate the mass percentage. Now mass of solution means mass of solute plus solvent. An example is given here. 400 gram of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 160 gram of water. Calculate the mass percent of the solution. So mass by mass percent will be mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100. So 40 grams of solute is taken here, and the mass of solution will be 40 plus 160, that is 200 grams, and into 100 this will give 20% of the solution. Next way of expressing concentration is volume by volume percent. Volume percent is given by the formula volume of solute upon volume of solution into 100. For example, 10 ml of ethanol is dissolved in 200 ml of water. Find its volume percent. So volume percent will be volume of ethanol upon volume of solution into 100. Volume of ethanol is 10 ml, whereas volume of solution is 200 plus 10, that is 210 ml into 100, and this will be equal to 4.76%. Third method is mass by volume percent. Mass by volume percent is given by mass of solute upon volume of solution in liter into 100. So mass of solute upon volume of solute plus solvent, this is taken into liter and then into 100. So these are the various ways of expressing the concentration of a solution. So children, this is all for today. Thank you.